Welcome to Carrie's Corner. Today I'm at the Oklahoma Aquarium, going to check out all the fishes. The sculpture bull sharks was presented to the aquarium in recognition of its excellent collection of bull sharks. Our first stop is the Ozark Stream exhibit in the Aquatic Oklahoma section of the aquarium. It's feeding time for the beavers and the otters. Let's go check them out. Beaver's getting his breakfast this morning. Looks like he's enjoying it. Looks like the beavers decided to go for a little swim. The otters are having a good time today, swimming, splashing around. I switched to a little wider lens to make it easier to catch both of them at the same time. It's feeding time at the archer fish tank, and they really put on a good show for it. Archer fish are able to spit streams of water up to 10 feet to knock small insects down from low-hanging branches. Our next exhibit are African mudskippers. Mudskippers are able to live quite easily out of the water, and when the pool that they're living in dries up, they simply crawl across the mud to another pool. Next up are poison dart frogs. They are the most poisonous of all frogs, yet they do not make poison themselves. They become poisonous after eating certain species of beetle that are normally found in their habitat. The aquarium's poison dart frogs aren't fed that variety of beetle, so they're quite harmless. Our next stop is the giant Pacific octopus exhibit. He's kind of a shy fellow, so have to really look carefully to see him. All you can really see are his suckers on his tentacles. Our next stop is the Stingray petting tank. Visitors can actually pet stingrays and small sharks. This white shark is an albino white spotted bamboo shark. Next up, we have some water snakes. Over on the right, there's one that's crawling up out of its pool and onto the rock. No trip to the Oklahoma Aquarium is complete without visiting the bull shark exhibit. The exhibit features a tunnel where you walk through and sharks are able to swim on either side or above you. It's feeding time at the shark exhibit. They've got the lights turned up a bit higher to make it easier to see. It's not as dramatic as you would expect it to be. The sharks are pretty laid back and well fed, so there's no frenzy. The aquarium's collection of African cichlids are among the most colorful fish in the entire aquarium. Next up is the giant sea turtle exhibit, and we have a bonnethead shark. Bonnethead sharks are related to hammerhead sharks, and they have a similar shaped head, but they're smaller and their head protuberances are smaller. And here we have the star of the giant sea turtle exhibit. He's kind of a people turtle. Whenever visitors come up to the glass, he comes up to check them out. Next up, we have a leopard shark. Here he comes. And here we get a look at one of the electric eels. Electric eels aren't technically eels. They have fins, and eels do not. They're closely related to catfish, but electric eel sounds cooler than electric catfish. Next up, we have some pot-bellied seahorses. The male pot-bellied seahorse actually has a pouch where the young are carried, and sometimes as a form of mating display, they will inflate the pouch even when they don't actually have babies. Doesn't matter what species, guys are always trying to impress the ladies. Next up, we have the Amazon Extreme exhibit. We have an iguana here, plus we also have some fish from the Amazon River Basin. And here we have some more fish from the Amazon. Here we have some lionfish. Lionfish are pretty, but they're an invasive species that can do real damage to a reef ecosystem. Next up we have the Polynesian Reef exhibit. It's feeding time and it's usually a pretty good show. And while the divers are in the tank, they do some cleaning of the exhibit too.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like, and if you'd like to be notified about future videos, please hit subscribe and notify. Thanks again. Bye-bye.